Hey guys, how's it going? This is Marksman Trading. Hope you all had a great weekend and Thanksgiving. Today's November 27th. We're just doing another recap. Only took one trade today. My edge was actually only present just once. I was remaining super patient today. I took it at, what time was that? 11:15. So yeah, I waited almost 2 hours since open to take it. It was a higher low setup. That was like the price action pattern. I took three MNQ contracts. I took them at 16,014.5. I was risking to the lows of this candle at 11:06. At 16,006 was my stop loss. The reason I took this or entered this was we're kind of ranging a bit today, but we finally came down to previous day's close, kind of bounced up off of it, and then started soaking this level right here. So you can see like these bottoming tails at 11:13, 11:14. We closed kind of strong in this candle, green. So we had a nice bottoming tail here at 11:05 in the 5-minute. So I kind of waited for a little bit of a pullback in this candle, just in case I kind of wanted the V shape, which I wasn't expecting it to, but I got a little impatient. So I could have definitely gotten like a lower, better entry, but I got filled at 16,014.5, so not awful. And there was a 1-minute demand line, there was a 2-minute demand line, which I don't have up, but there was a 2-minute demand line down here as well that was straight. It was at previous day's close, so that's the 2 criteria, and the 3rd criteria was this higher low that was forming with the wicks. So all criteria was met, so I had to take it. And yeah, the patience actually paid off today. As you can see, once we crossed over this 50 HMA and closed above the 90 EMA on the 1 minute, we shot higher. Other things I was looking at too while entering this trade was the wicks in the 5-minute, which we talked about, the 11:05 wick. We pulled into the 20 EMA on the 15-minute down here, so it was a nice pullback area for people looking to long off the 15. And on the hourly, the 50 EMA, we broke above it with the strong candle at 10 o'clock and then had a nice pullback into it. And so we had a lot of support right here. It was a little risky. I kind of felt a little backside-ish. My mentor was telling me it was a little kind of like on the, front side-ish. It was a little on the bit of the front side of the move to like the front side of the move up, because we were still kind of on like the backside move going down after this pullback, especially at 11:11. That was a nasty 1-minute flush candle. So yeah, so I went long there. My plan, before I got in now, I wanted to take it at least into this level right here, which is pre-market high at 16,022. I was expecting a scalp that was roughly 1 R for me, but unfortunately, I was getting a bit nervous. Even though it was working after this, I did take it as we closed into the 20 EMA in the 1 minute. I took 2 contracts off there, so I got filled at 16,019.5 with 2 on NinjaTrader, because I trade through Apex, so I don't trade on TD. And then I covered the last one into the 9 EMA in the 5-minute at 16,023.5. So what I like about today is, actually another thing too, it's not pulled up, but the 30-minute had a supply line to demand that we retested around here as well. So what I like about this trade is I took my edge. I stayed disciplined. I stayed patient today. I didn't take anything that my edge wasn't present in this morning. So I was just patient and just pulled the trigger when I had to. But what I could have done way better, which it's an issue I've been like working on lately, is I'm like not maximizing my gains whatsoever. And so the way I view how to like maximize your gains, I think there's like 3 ways of doing it. It's either increasing like your average risk reward rate or ratio per trade. So like shooting for 2R, 3R, 1.5R, something like that. The second way is having a higher success rate or win rate. So having like a 60% success rate. I think mine's like 58% right now. So having like a 60, 70% success rate. And the third way is learning to scale in or use larger size in like A+ setups, like better quality setups. So this one I don't think was too decent up until we closed above the 9 EMA. Maybe I could have scaled in there. I'm just trying to keep my strategy simple right now. But I'll always just review my options and how I could possibly, maximize my gains, because I'm really having a hard time letting my winners run. So I got to review stats, see what setups I can like put more size into. So yeah, I think the plan right now is I got to at least hold for 1 R before I scale out, before I exit. Because I'm trying to find a balance between letting the chart kind of work and trading the chart and like the levels versus like letting my winners run versus like holding for 2R, 3R, stuff like that. So I'm trying to find like the nice balance, because right now I'm definitely kind of trading scared. Like, I accept the risk when I first take it, but as soon as I go green, I have a hard time wanting to give anything back. So I think going forward, I need to at least hold for 1 hour before I scale out, or close to 1 hour. You know, if this level, I think 1 hour was like 16,023. So I could have held at least to like 16,022.5, which is off this flush candle pre-market high. But I covered pretty early into that. So at the very least, I could have just set my stop loss to break even here after we tapped the 28 MA, just in case it rejected, you know. But I think the wise thing to do would just to be have my stop loss, let the trade work for at least 1 hour, start scaling out, and then set my stop loss to break even, and just trail it up, because this trade went 8R. I mean, we ripped up today into previous day's high actually, and rejected off of that. So I didn't trade the aftermarket, or sorry, the afternoon session at all. But yeah, so still a decent day. I'm green $36.50 in my Apex account, so I'm just slowly growing this account. Another thing to note too is I took it so the NQ was kind of rangy today. I took it at like the lower end of this range established above previous day's close and above this demand zone. That's what kind of made today difficult, is we were rangy and we had this demand zone running through right in between previous day's low, previous day's close, and pre-market high. So it was a lot of like levels that's kind of like messy around. So once this kind of lined up, you know, I had to pull the trigger on it. But also something to know, I always watch the ES2, which is the futures for the S&P 500. At 11:15, we were hitting like the range of lows, kind of like a higher loft range lows of the ES, which was a little cleaner. So that gave me some more conviction, because if it was a range day in the ES, we'd be moving back higher after hitting these lows. So that's about it. I hope you guys had a great trading day, and see you later. Peace.